Hello, everyone, and welcome to the prelude of my playthrough for Living Skyrim 3. Now, when my computer first broke down, I had the arduous task of rebuilding each and every Skyrim mod from scratch. It was a tiresome experience, and when looking through, I came across this concept called mod lists. And I was exploring exactly what it would contain, what mod lists were, and I'd come to find out that mod lists were a bunch of mods that were verified to have been working through by no means an experience, what I would assume to be an experienced body of modders, I guess, um, on a site called Wyberjack. So they were running it. And I took a look in at one of these mod lists, quite a rather few of them, and I was like, hmm, these are mods that I would use on my system. These are mods that I would install anyway, to get a basic playthrough up and running. And as I began to delve into more and more mod lists, I had this idea. Why don't we just utilize mod lists and experience Skyrim um, through the finely curated efforts of not only the members of the Wobberjack community, but also the Motless authors themselves. After looking through a few, I picked one that I sort of resonated with, and that happens to be Living Skyrim 3. Now, Living Skyrim 3 does offer a lot of mods, but more importantly, they have adventures that tailor to different experiences. And this playthrough, I would like to create a crusader. Not my first choice, but I had recently got involved in a game called Warhammer Odyssey. Now, in that game, there is a class known as the Warrior Priest that struck a chord with me because one of the earlier characters that I've created in MMOs, that I usually create in MMOs, were paladins. So I thought, hey, why not? Let's experience this modless playthrough from the eyes of a paladin character. Uh, of course, that's the intent. As I begin to look through not only this game, Elder Scrolls, Skyrim, but also various other games, and games of this typical genre. Everything from paladins to warrior priests to crusaders to even D&D based character archetypes that utilize holy uh, magic in their arsenal combined with weapons. I sort of came to an understanding that we could try to blend in all of these concepts into a single build and not have this build conform to only the Elder Scrolls standards of what a holy warrior might pertain to. So that's it. I do intend to create this character to make exclusive use of heavy armor, two-handed, uh, restoration magic, destruction, as is the archetype of the Crusader class, but also um, I would also want to include a little bit of illusion in it, right? Um, just for the buffing aspects, and of course shouts that boosts the character's attack power. With that said, I have narrowed down. I've gone through the races that are available. I've narrowed it down to a Nord or an Imperial, and largely due to the inclusion of restoration and heavy armor for the Imperial. But I figured out there's another thing that we have that I need to take into consideration is that in all my playthroughs in Skyrim so far that I've done, for my own pleasure, I have never played a Nord, and Skyrim takes place in a Nordic setting. I've always preferred the Bretons, mainly because I mainly mage archetype, so it could be a pure wizard, a pure mage, a battle mage, or even a night blade. It will always be a Breton for some weird reason. Well, weird's not the right word, more of a preferential bias, just because of their racials, I guess, and they also look a bit better, I guess. That's it. I am gonna go with a nod for this playthrough. I understand nods don't really have um, restoration. It's not part of their, they don't have boost the restoration skills as part of their package, be it in the default TS races selection or, in this particular mod list. But it is what it is. I do want to have a not playthrough. And yeah, let's just go ahead and create this character, shall we? I am more of a presets person, so I will, not to say presets person, but I like to work off presets. So I'll probably choose a preset that works for me, and I'll try to build it from there. Okay, so just exploring through all the various presets this has. Hmm. All right, they all seem to be the latter ones seem to be more, Stormcloak, guerrilla sort of warrior types. The closest I can see this character being a holy type of warrior would either be this preset here. It looks very, fairly, how shall I say, divine is not really the right word, more crusader like. Yeah, it's either this or this character. Now, I realize they're pretty much the same in terms of their structure. And, both of them seem to have the shaven heads, tonsured heads, sort of fit in law with the whole um, priestly getup. I'll probably go for this. I'll make amendments to the beard, I guess. But yeah, I'll even maintain the beard. Why not? Looks pretty cool. Yep, I'll go with this then. Um, weight wise, I may scale it up. Let's bring this boy up to an 8, shall we? Okay, maybe a 7. Pretty built up. Cool. Nah, I'm just gonna go with an 8. Alright, pretty built up. Right, now let's do a little bit of. Oh, let's change the color. This guy needs a bit more color. Um, yeah, that'd be good. The whole weather beaten look. He has a scar right down his eye, you know, showing that he's been in a few battles, so that's good as well. Um, can't argue with the whole uh, setup. The facial structure seems to be okay. Yeah, let's go with this. Um, Head-wise, let's see now. War paint. Yeah, no, I don't think a crusader is gonna use any, war paint, or they're not really the whole, hey, look at me, I'm a warrior, grr, kind of character. So, yeah, everything's. I think I'll just go with this preset. There's nothing much to change. Um, I don't know. Maybe the color of the hair, I guess. Oh yeah, that's more intense. That is more intense actually. Oh no 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 no, not changing that. I honestly don't know what the difference is between that and this. Hmm. I Yeah, probably I'll just go with this. Facial hair wise, um, yeah, actually, let's do gray. Yeah, like he's not exactly a young veteran. This character that I have in mind. He has been in the war. He has fought for the Empire. He's naturally biased to the Empire because he has been part of the Legion Corps. That said, he has left the life to return back to his priestly duties, and not only that, but he is also taking the part of a wandering mercenary. Now, that's kind of the intent. He's this mercenary that does odd jobs on the side, but mostly takes care of the evil that lies both in the dungeons as well as in the hearts of men. Now, that's sort of the thing, the experience we're going for. I may sort of change the nose, I guess, a bit. Yeah, it's a bit more defined, not too large. Cool. There we are. We have this character here, and we are set, I guess. Um, are we now? All right. Probably. All right. Now I'm just probably gonna go with the original hair color. That seems good enough. Yeah. Okay. So we're done. And let's name our character. Now, given that I've not played with Nods before, I have taken or rather played with a Nod character before. I've taken the liberty of choosing a name of, UESP. And that there's a bunch of Nod names over there. I'm just gonna go with something like, Thorvar. Yeah, it's it's not exactly the most pious of names, I guess, but Thorvar is good enough. Thorvar. I don't know if this character needs a second name because Nords usually don't have a second name, at least in Skyrim. But I don't know, probably Lighthammer. Um, I don't know, probably not Lighthammer. I'll just go with Thorvar for now. And yeah, Thorvar is a Crusader. I may change. I may add a name later behind. I don't know, but probably yeah. Let's just go with Thorvar. So okay, look at that. It's just it changed. My crosshair is very different right now. So this mod uses a bunch of or rather, this mod list uses a bunch of mods. I'm just getting mods loaded up. Um, at some point of time, I would Whoa. Would you like to assign your attributes? Yeah, I remember reading up on the site that this mod list includes a mod that assigns values, pretty much like how one would assign values in D&D. So you have like, I don't think this affects the character much. The main stats are not changed. You still have your health, magicka, and stamina, but this sort of tries to further diversify that. So I picked adept just because I want to play an adept difficulty, just to make sure that the game is fair. It's not too easy for me. Let's explore, right? So I do intend to be a crusader. Um, what is strength? Strength is melee damage, power attack, and unarmed damage bonus. Okay. Now, yeah, that's good. I'm at 110%, so I don't think I have to pump that up too much. Fortitude. This is about. Oh, I have a deficit over here. I'm 10% weaker to physical and disease. As you can see, the resistance over here says -10. Let's fix that, shall we? There we go. Health base at 100%, and I do not have any deficit. Okay. Oh no, that I did not need that. Sorry. Okay, so back over here. What else do we have? Endurance. Yeah, yeah. This is important. Sprint stamina cost is important. Carry weight is definitely important. I want to be able to carry lots of loot. But let's look at the others first. Intelligence. Okay, so Crusader will be casting spells. We will need some level of intelligence, I guess, to make sure that our restoration spells help us out, as well as our destruction spells. Let's not forget, a Crusader can cast destruction spells. So there we go. Magicka base at 100%, spell duration and spell magnitude. No idea what those values are, but I'm quite sure it has to do with, duration speaks for itself. Magnitude, I guess, means the amount of damage a spell does. Or heals, I guess. I don't know. Um, right, so wisdom this deals with magicka regeneration. Once again, I'm at a deficit. So magicka resist -10, spell causes increase by another 10%. We need to fix that. And with 9 points left, we have 100% magicka regeneration. Spell cost is at 100 with, the base, right? So I'm not at a deficit. Magic resist is 0%. Not sure what perception is. Critical damage. Okay, I don't know what this is, but I'm not gonna pump into that. Doesn't seem to affect my base stats. Agility, my stamina base, 75%. Hmm. Okay, and melee speed and movement speed is at 90%. So we need to fix that. Right. It's quite amount. It's quite a lot of points I'm pumping into this. So right up to base, stamina at 100%, melee and movement at 100%. So we're good. So base stats in terms of our base, um, you know, the base values that we're dealing with in terms of magicka, health, and stamina, they're all at 100%, which is good, right? So um, all that's left is 4 points, and we probably need to look at the regenerative aspects, I guess. And let's do that now. Yeah. So endurance is health regeneration. Wisdom. Yeah, I've sort of fixed that one. I'll be swinging my hammer a lot, I guess. So my stamina is done. Dexterity should be stamina regeneration. Let's deal with that, shall we? Okay. Stamina regeneration at 100%. Very good. Which leaves fortitude. Is that fortitude or is that endurance? Endurance. Ah. Um. Okay then. Stamina sprint costs at 115. Now, would I really be sprinting a lot in this has as a heavy armored person? I don't know. Probably more of a tank, I guess, or a two-handed warrior. Never know. let's just go back. So let's see if we can sort of cut back on something. Hmm. Nope. Can't touch that. Can't touch this either. I do need my melee and movement speed. I guess I'll just have to live with that. This is health regeneration, right? That's what endurance is. Stamina cost and okay, yeah, I'll have to live with this, I guess. There's just no other choice. So I'll accept and I'll move on. Okay. Now, in the mod list page, there are a bunch of recommended tweaks that is, that is suggested by the mod author. And I'm not going to showcase that. I believe for this prelude, just getting the character up and running is more than enough. So I'm just going to talk about the character's backstory a bit. As I mentioned, um, he has been in the war. He has served the Legion for quite some time. And like I said, he's a mercenary, or rather, Thorvar is a mercenary that just wants to live the life. He just wants to make sure that he does his holy duties and make some cash on the side. Aside from that, he also upholds the tenets of Stendar. So there is a high chance that Thorvar over here would be, you know, dealing with a lot of. Why am I sneaking? What? Okay, I don't know what just happened. Oh, okay. So sneak is that. Oh, that's why the. All right. So this is my sneak cursor. Got it. I pressed it. I pressed shift just now. I'm not sure why I did that, but yeah, apparently that makes it. So as I was saying, Thorvar over here, he looks a bit sad, but that's because he's been through a lot in life. Um, at some point in time, he made a decision, and that decision was to sort of not be, you know, not to see much bloodshed. He had enough of swinging his mace around. He just wanted to go around and help people as much as possible without any political ties. In that vein, he sort of wandered into Skyrim, and that's why he's here. Right. So nice UI. I'm not sure what UI this is, but it's pretty nice. I've come to understand that this mod list includes another mod that allows us to um, select a class like the Oblivion and Morrowind systems. And that's what we're going to do over here. So we're going to go with the classic classes. Um, Now I have read up on this mod via the mod page, so I sort of know what I'm getting into. Um, Under combat, we see Crusader. And let's just look into what Crusader does, and as far as this mod, how it shapes the Crusader class. Any heavily armored warrior with spellcasting powers and a good cause may call himself a Crusader. Fair enough. Crusaders do well by doing good. Pretty much the premise of this entire character. They hunt monsters and villains, right? Making themselves rich by plunder as they rid the world of evil. Alright, fits right in, Holy Warrior. Major skills block, heavy armor, nice, plays into my racials. One handed, two handed, once again plays into my racials. Destruction and restoration. Okay, so I do get restoration as part of this mod. I didn't have to select, the imperial race, but I'm not sure if this adds points. Like, do I have like 10 points in restoration, like how I would have selected an imperial? I'm not sure. But hey, if it's giving me a spell from restoration, I'll take it. Ability Smite deals 20% more damages with blunt weapons, maces, warhammers. I am the shepherd. This is my whatever else that is missing from the text below. But hey, this seems to be like the class I want to go with. So here we are. Got a few things added over here. Battle Hardened, Sparks, Lightning Rune, Healing, Tin Lesser, Undead. Not sure what Battle Hardened is. Of course, Smite. But why am I getting lightning spells as a Crusader? I thought it was more fire, burn, purge by fire sort of thing. Anyway, we'll just make use of that at some point of time. The constellation. Oh, I can do birth signs. That is nice. So, the constellation under which a person is born is known as their birth sign. Each sign confers a unique ability. So, this is probably a mod that gives me some sort of unique ability, like the Oblivion or Morrowind systems. Hmm. Yep, it's definitely like those systems. So, you have the warrior, the mage, the thief. Each of them have different charges. Let's just go and take a look at the warrior side, shall we? So the warrior charges are the lady, the steed, the lord. Now I'm gonna guess off the get-go, warrior has something to do with increasing my martial prowess. Lady is gonna be like the lady stone for regenerative abilities. Steed and lord, I don't know if this mod overhauls them, but steed should be carry weight and lord should be, I don't know, increased armor if I were to go by the Skyrim standing stones. So let's just check them out. So warrior does, yeah, I was right. It does increase my warrior's prowess, my martial prowess, and deals 10% more damage with melee weapons. Very nice. I'm not going to confirm this. I'm just going to go back. Lady. Those born under the lady have the lady's care and regenerate health and magicka 25% more quickly. Nice. So I get my magia. Magicka regeneration is always welcome. I get my spells recovered quickly. And I get to make up for the deficit in my AVA, the earlier points attribute system. I'm so tempted to go with this. I may do this. So let me just go back. Take a look at the steed. Steed. Okay, those one on the sign of the steed have the steed's fleetness and move 10% faster. Right, I wasn't exactly expecting this. I thought it'd be more like an increased carry weight and sort of thing. But okay, 10% faster is nice. Nice to have. I'm not going to take that though. Now, the Lord. Those born under the sign of the Lord have the Lord's fortitude and recover health 100% faster. Ooh. But are 10% more vulnerable to fire. But why? Why would I be vulnerable to fire? I'm a Lord. Unless you mean Vampire Lord. No, I don't think so. Just gonna quickly check the mage signs. Mage's charges the apprentice, Atronach, and the ritual. I'm guessing likewise this should increase my mage prowess. Apprentice should be increased just judging by Skyrim standing stones, right? Apprentice should be increase spell uh, damage, but weakness to spells as well. Atronach probably would be regarding the some absorption ability, and ritual. I don't know, necromantic. I guess I'm not sure how that's gonna fit in. But let's see. So, mage. Yeah, I was right. Mage prowess, but not gonna do that. Apprentice. Those born on the sign of their apprentice zeal have 10% effectiveness with all spells, but a 10% weakness to magic. All right, so that's my kid. So yeah, not really going with that. So the Atronach, that would be the Atronach skin have 10% chance to absorb incoming spells. I was right on the Atronach ability. Um, the ritual. Okay, yeah, I was expecting necromantic abilities, but apparently I can cast my restoration spells for 10% stronger. So no, not going with that. I'm not even going to explore the thief signs. We're not going to, have a thief playthrough. So let's just go with the lady, right? Because of the regenerative capabilities. And that's that. Now, I'm going to explore the magic abilities that we have got so far. Smite is, of course, the improved. I have 15%. I thought it was 10%. That's nice. So 15% more damage with blunt weapons. Battle Harden is okay, increases my health by 20%. Lady Scares, as what we thought, what we saw earlier, increase regenerative abilities. Nordic Heritage, you have 50% frost resist and take 20% less damage while power attacking, drawing a bow, or casting a spell. Now, this is nice. Base game gives you a 50% frost increase if you play the Nord race, and a power called Battle Cry, which sends targets fleeing in terror because of your ferocious roar and stuff. But I guess this mod overhauls that, and replaces it with a damage mitigation mechanic. Can't say that I am complaining about it because at some point in time, I'm going to be casting a restoration spell while getting hit. 25% less damage is welcome. Um, what is this? Reflect. Remove projectiles. Something tells me I really shouldn't click on this, but let me just find out. All right. So if I press Z, time of my homeland. Oh, okay, okay, okay. So combat then. Yeah, I'm not sure what mod this is, but hmm, it seems rather. Why would I take this? Curate, stealth, woodcutter, two-handed increases by 10%. Okay, okay. Um, I don't know. I don't know what curate is, but I don't mind. Given Thorvar's background, he was part of the corps, so he was involved with healing and bolstering their defenses through illusion magic. So we could do that, um, and that gives me the restoration increase by 10. That's pretty awesome. If I do that again, do I have that power once again? Remove projectiles. So it's a one-time thing I get to apply. That is awesome. I get the plus 10 in restoration. So I essentially, yeah, this is pretty good. This is good. Okay. So I'm just gonna stop here. There's a there's a bunch of tweaks that I need to do, but yeah, so I'll do those tweaks offline. Till then, see you for the next episode. Take care, and you have a good one. Bye bye.